Doing good, Hanak. How you doing tonight? Good evening to you, my friend. I'm doing real good. Thanks for asking. Good evening. Hope you're doing well too. It is Wednesday night. Bill Taylor here in the Ken's 5 Digital Center. We're getting over the hump of the work week. It's an easy slide down into the weekend, right? Once you get over Wednesday night, Thursday's baby Friday, Friday's Friday, and then here we are, the weekend. The first weekend of July. August. Say goodbye to July. All right, so today's highs, say hello to summer as we say goodbye to July, a month that was pretty kind to us when you think about the afternoon temperatures. We were in the mid-80s for a good part of our 7th month of the year. 96 today for us. We should be hitting 97. So right in the neighborhood. Look at all the 101 at Hondo. High today in Del Rio is 104. Carrizo Springs hit 104. 103 is down I-35. So the difference, and you can see it, where the air's a little bit drier, you get the higher highs. So where the air's a little bit more humid, where there's more water in the air, Seguin stops at 95, Floresville stops at 97, Hallettsville 92, Bay City 90. If you can see Port A on the bottom of your screen, 90. So as you get higher dew points, the air's holding more water, cannot reach those triple-digit highs like Pearsall, Eagle Pass, Carrizo Springs, and such, okay? So let's talk about the haze, okay? Let's talk about this first. It did impact air quality, and that's why we had a weather impact alert day today, because we did drop to an unhealthy air classification, but it was unhealthy for sensitive groups, not for everyone. So it's unhealthy air for asthma, COPD, I always even say allergies. I mean, think about that. Victoria had moderate air quality, and the forecast on air quality for tomorrow is expected to be moderate for all of us. So we'll have to see. We are expecting more, I should say, we're expecting at least a peak tonight and early tomorrow on the dust before it starts to really thin out. I'll show you that forecast. But by the afternoon, I'd be willing to bet this forecast holds true. But I think we're going to start the day, the air monitors are going to be probably reading orange still, code orange, which, again, unhealthy for sensitive groups. So let me show you what that means. When we talk about unhealthy for sensitive groups, that's going to be people, again, suffering from labored breathing. It could even be older adults. It could be infants and young children. Once you move to unhealthy, that's going to be for all of us, and then you have very unhealthy or extreme. And I've seen that happen like maybe one time, and it was usually Houston or Southwest Louisiana, where you get some of the petrochemical plants and the impact they can have on things. So with an improved situation tomorrow, we're expected to go to moderate, and here's why. The peak is right there. You can see it moving right across and north of us by morning. So it's really overnight tonight, early Thursday. We peak on this dust, and look what happens by the afternoon tomorrow. It really shifts. That thickest is in East Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas. Here's midday tomorrow, and you can already start to see it lift out of San Antonio. So we should see some decent clearing by tomorrow evening. But here's the thing. One part of the lower atmosphere weather that helped a lot was our wind speeds. I mean, we're breezy out there tonight. We've stayed breezy, and that's always a huge help. I mean, if we can get some good lower level mixing of air, that really does make a big difference. And see, one thing's for sure, with high pressure and control, and that's a sinking air motion in the atmosphere, anytime you get those winds under 10 miles per hour, you start creating and cooking up the bad ozone. So when that happens, we usually have an ozone action day, but what kept us away from that was these wind speeds. We had every other factor in place, and so this was a blessing to have these kind of winds today, because had we had the ozone action day on top of the haze, I mean, that would have been a real double whammy on air quality for South Texas, but not the case. Thankful. All right, so here's the impacts. As I've always mentioned, the dust and the heat It's a bad combination in the heat of the day. So between, say, 2 and 7 p.m., essentially. But here's the thing. You notice that we're doing weather impact alert days through Saturday, and that's mainly because of the fact that we're expecting heat to take over as the weather impact beginning especially Friday and then especially Saturday. That's where that's expected to peak, as we're going into like maybe a high of 101 or even 102. And that's going to definitely mean heat indices could be climbing upwards of about 106, 107 come the weekend. So that's going to mainly be Saturday. We're not expecting it on Sunday, although it'll be hot Sunday. Maybe cooler by a few degrees. The high is expected to just kind of shift a little bit to the west, and that could open the door for a sea breeze shower. That's a 10% chance Monday. Same on Tuesday. So it's not zero, but it's highly unlikely we get any rain. But the next 3 days, weather impact alert days, tomorrow again is going to be on the haze. But then on Friday, Saturday, it's all about the heat. Heat indices 105, 106. And so that's what's going to be the culprit there. All right, so the weather pattern not changing much as we head into the second weekend of August. 10th and 11th look to be mostly sunny, mid-90s. No big change in sight, no big rain chance in sight. That'll wrap her up on this Wednesday night. I hope you guys have a good one. And I hope to see you on Ken's 5 News at 10. Have a good night.